Hello again, everyone. Todd Michael Putnam from D&D Creative Table Designs, bringing you another adventure table idea. And this is the Elven Ruins. The Elven Ruins. In this particular adventure, I got to use a bunch of new things that I purchased from off of eBay and mixed them together with some materials that I already had. In particular, the Elven Ruins I used from printable scenery. There's this double bridge thing, or a single bridge across two trees, I should say. There is, I'm just going to call it like an elven treehouse type thing. There is a much larger destroyed version of like an elvish building. And then there's a gazebo type thing, all with this very graceful, beautiful elvish architecture. And then here there's some kind of a ceremonial pillar, again with like a vine overgrown arch, of course, going on it. And finally, the things that I picked up, all this was from printable scenery, is this wall that has vines and mushrooms and things like that on it. There's various versions of it that you just put together, pieces here, rounded corner pieces and stuff that look just amazing. So I grabbed all those because I thought put together, of course, it would look beautiful on the table, and matched it up with a bunch of trees that I have that I got from Monster Fight Club. Now, Monster Fight Club doesn't have all the colors of the trees that you see on my table. For the most part, you can get some autumn trees that are like this, or you can get some green trees, and they also, I think, have some pink and some blue trees. I got some that I had repainted. Some of them a slightly darker orange color. If you can see the difference between those two, the one on the right was repainted. The one on the left is just stock colored. And then a yellow tree that I had just for the different colors. And I did the same thing. They currently have these available, which are bushes, a small one and a large one. They're all in green. Monster Fight Club is working on making autumn style bushes. Those are part of, I want to say their Ice Wilds Kickstarter. I could be wrong on that, but I believe it's part of their Ice Wilds Kickstarter. Those are not out yet. These are not those. The ones that I have are just simply repainted ones because they haven't shipped that Kickstarter yet, so I just grabbed some more green ones and had them repainted. But the idea behind repainting them in different colors is so you get this kind of an effect. You get a sort of a magical, natural type effect by having the different colors, just slightly different variations of the tree colors that are there. Obviously, I also have some of the Monster Fight Club mounds, little hills or whatever, and those work great. But by intermixing them among the elvish ruins from printable scenery, and then adding in my river that I have from Pegasus Hobbies, it makes a nice, basically a nice, pleasing Elven Ruins experience. Looks like it's been mostly abandoned for a long time. I do have some minis on here for scale that you can see that I got from WizKids. They always make great minis. Their pre-painted minis are fantastic, and I highly recommend them if you don't have time to spend countless hours painting minis from 3 feet away. They look great. They do the job. And if you order them in bulk from certain places on eBay, you can actually get them quite economically. So something to consider if you get tired of painting your own minis. And the idea behind this particular adventure is literally just that there's an ancient elven ruined city. The characters will not know why the city has been ruined or why it was left as it's such. And it is guarded by wood elves who are protecting it quite fiercely to make sure that outsiders don't come in and do something. They're not sure what the heroes wouldn't be sure why they're protecting it. But in this case, the wood elves are protecting it because it contains ancient tomes and whatnot regarding a civil war between the elves. When they branched off between the high elves and the wood elves, the high elves decided to become a faction for civilization and tried to start creating cities and stuff within the forests. The wood elves thought that was sacrilegious and rebellious against their society and their culture, so there was a giant civil war that was fought amongst them. This is in my own personal homebrew campaign, Borderlands campaign. This is history for that. And when that civil war happened, it was obviously catastrophic to the Elven nation, And the Wood Elves eventually won. They succeeded, and they booted the High Elves off the continent after casting a great magic spell that basically caused the High Elves to completely forget that they were ever even on this continent and that they ever had a home there, and placed them on a different continent, some great distance away, allowing the Wood Elves to again live in peace. And in my own homebrew campaign again, this is just about 100 or so years after the humans and the dwarves and the halflings and the high elves rediscovered this continent. And so now the wood elves are faced with an existential threat again, that their way of life is being threatened. But that is the idea behind this adventure and the way that I built it. Appreciate hearing any comments that you have or any questions. Please let me know, and please like and subscribe the channel if you enjoy the content. And I will see you again next adventure. Thank you very much. Take care.